And we are rolling tape. 1 minute. And for those of you joining us early, Happy New Year. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Well, here we go. Here goes the tweet parade. That's it. Get those final puffs in before we go live.
I think we're late.
I'll tell you who's late.
Laz's.
20 seconds. Quiet on the set. And that means you, Spiff.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo,
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we make our triumphant return into the new year.
2017.
I know.
Here we are, coming in like a wrecking ball. That's.
And I was just getting used to 2016 as well. I mean, it's like, yeah.
It's just like we were breaking in a comfy pair of underwear, I tell you. But welcome back. It is Monday, January 2nd, 2017, here inside Shroud Avatar. How is everybody's new year out there? How's everybody doing? Everybody have a good Christmas? Everybody enjoy all the food and getting stuffed and all the football games and all the crazy family arguments and all that fun stuff that goes on with the holiday season?
I didn't turn on the TV once.
Yeah, well, that's because your TV was repoed.
Cable.
Yeah.
I don't have cable. Got TV, just no cable.
But what's going on, boys and girls? Hello to everybody out there. Tally Po. Welcome. Good to see folks out there in Twitch. Good to see folks joining us in here. You've been banned. You've been a bad boy there, Thexador.
I love that picture that he put on there.
That was a funny picture. Well, what was that from, if I might ask?
Google Images.
Oh, okay. There's Spiff come in here going, dude, man, Thex has been banned from Shroud of the Avatar.
No, it's too easy to get you guys.
I tell you, well, I don't know about us guys, but you got Spiff.
I started laughing as soon as I saw it.
And then, of course, I laughed at the picture going, damn, whatever gaming company's putting that up when you get banned is really...
I think that might be Blizzard.
You think they would actually do something like that?
I don't know.
I would not put it past them.
Yeah, I guess. That's quite possible. Botox. Hello. Happy. Joy.
Happy, joy.
That's right.
Need to get some wood for everybody.
Wood. Strong wood. Did you get that for the Christmas party yet?
Wood. My white elephant gift may or may not be a block of wood.
A block of wood? I think you should get it, a block of wood, and you should get some gold spray paint and tell them you're giving away gold bars.
Yeah.
Hey, got it from my brother while I was up visiting the family. You know, he built the kids this big playhouse over the last couple months, and in order to play pretend, they took some wooden 2x4s and cut them and spray painted them gold, and they're golden bars for plundering.
That's awesome.
Well, it's not so awesome.
Sideria said they said $25 value for the white elephant gift.
Yes, So I get a very expensive piece of, and I believe that's a maximum value.
Yeah, like no one really pays attention.
I'm going to give you this stick.
Well, I did go to a holiday party with before Christmas, and someone actually did a bedazzled trash bin or for the bathroom, and stuffed it with a silver wrapped toilet paper.
Oh, that must have been fun.
And inside of the toilet paper, they put like $20 bills.
Okay. So if you
think it's pretty.
If you were brave enough to delve into the garbage pail in the bathroom, you would win a $20 bill to go.
There was like four of them, I think.
Okay, very interesting.
Like $80.
Very interesting.
I think it was funny because someone took the time to unroll the toilet paper and then to re-roll the toilet paper. The $20 bills weren't like straight.
Oh, well, you said a bedazzled trash bin, so I figured they wadded up some toilet paper with $20 bills and put it in the bedazzled trash bin. No. Make your guests go. That's what I'm going. Really, that's freaky. Make your guests go searching through. Yeah. Wadded toilet paper.
It was pretty funny.
But let's get on with the new year, because we've got some interesting topics to get started with here. And of course, let's start with Portalarium's Friday update.
You mean the very, very quick Friday update?
I tell you, they worked really hard on this update to get this information out to you guys.
Yeah. So they do have the Happy New Year from Shroud of the Avatar team. It includes all of their pictures. We could go through all of them, but no.
But no, yes.
Yeah, but no. So Shroud of the Avatar did win the best crowdfunded game off of MMO Games.
For 2016, that's right.
Yes. If you really do have some free time, you need to go over to the MMO Games site and actually read some of the comments.
Oh, you have to go read all of the comments.
Yeah, because
especially
that's the one.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's some gems in there.
Well, you gotta read the ones from Star Long. They're the most priceless.
Exactly. Because remember how I discussed Star's Facebook post where he was going after someone because Richard Garriott isn't involved in the game.
That's right.
Yeah. I've never seen Lord British in game before.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. Never seen him in person promoting the game. Never seen him on a live stream. Yeah. Never seen him in game playing his alt, playing for real. No, never saw any of that stuff.
Never.
No. Yeah.
Only almost every single day is he doing these things. So.
Yeah, it was, and again, now I got to give the guy credit for pointing out the wording, but again, it's like like CNN and these other freaking guys out there is they take a little snippet of the whole and they twist it around to make it the way they want it. Now, don't get me wrong, we take and we interpret the news, but we don't pretend to be shooting straight most of the time to begin with. We're going to give it to you as straight as we can, but we're going to twist it and have a little fun with it. But
it was crazy because the guy just kept repeating himself over and over again, even though Star kept giving him evidence to the contrary. I could see how Star totally lost his cool.
Well, all you got to do is spend maybe a week or two in this game playing and reading and seeing what goes on around here, and you might even actually run into Lord British in the game. I mean, come on now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not that hard. Yeah. It is not that hard.
Tell me, how come I can't poison bread in this game?
Not yet, my friend. But see,
eventually that will be
in this game, it's a little different because Lord British is actually playing Lord British. It's not just an NPC, so you're not just going to be able to get him to eat your poisoned bread.
Actually, you probably will, because you have to remember, it's like he accepts gifts from other players.
Yeah, true.
Sure does.
But you got to think that
he just has to take off his invulnerability circlet first.
Oh, just hang in there, Tally-Po. We got all sorts of great spin for you coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Better believe it. We wouldn't be NBNN if we didn't have some great earth-shattering news for you coming off of the new year, starting off the new year with a bang.
And yes. But before we do that, we do need to.
And we're not talking about Led Zepp banging one of his sheep either. So, no, we're not talking about that. But next on the list, we have, of course, time is running out. And by running out, we mean time has expired. We told you about this before we took our break.
It expires tonight.
Exactly. You have 0 days left. So it's today. This is your last chance. Yes. That's right. We were telling you about this before our break, and we told you that the last day would be today we came back, and that's what's going on. You have 0 days. So if you haven't heard about this before today and you're just getting into it now, now's your chance. 10% holiday bonus. What was that all about?
Yeah, don't forget.
You playing mime there again? Or you just throwing your hands up going, shit, Laz is on a roll again. I ain't talking.
Laz is doing things today instead of me talking about everything.
Well, it's the new year. We're trying to change it up. You're going to do a lot of talking, and I'm going to do a lot of soapboxing. We know what the next year's gotten planned.
Well, we're going to be pulling out the soapbox a little bit today.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Now, do we want to go? We want to save the other stuff. I guess that would be news for calendar events and other things. But let's.
What the rest of it is like, yeah.
Oh, we've got SodaCon.
No, never heard of it.
Never heard of it. But I guess I'll tell you what. We'll mention it now and we'll mention it later. How about that? How about
SodaCon Austin 2017? It's going to be in October.
Going to be in October. And, of course, tickets went on sale at midnight on January 1st. Looking at this already, since they went on sale, there's 28 people going to SodaCon. So just a little over a day, 28 folks have signed up. And that also means that you can also buy the SodaCon cloaks. If you don't plan to attend and you want a event cloak, cloaks are now on sale via the Eventbrite website as well. You can go to sodaconaustin.org and you can get all the information here. And, of course, we got all sorts of other goodies. If you want to become an exhibitor, give me a holler because I'm in charge of that part of the event. So if you want to do any kind of marketing, any kind of promotions, any kind of other stuff like that, get in touch with me for that. Otherwise, let's go ahead and just show you the contact page real quick.
Somebody got a Portalarium tour ticket.
Actually, Portalarium tour tickets have sold the most. I won't be surprised if they're already sold out. There was like 4 or 5 of them sold the first night. I know this right off the bat. There's only 10 available. So if you want that coveted, if you want that coveted Portalarium tour, people, now, get it now, because I know at least 4 sold yesterday right after midnight, right as they came on at New Year's. 4 of those puppies sold right off the bat, and they're going to be a hot ticket because Lord British is doing the tour personally. We have got this already confirmed. But if you want to find out more...
I've never been up through a Portalarium tour. What are they like?
I have no idea. I've never been to those offices. I don't know those guys whatsoever. But you know what is for my first tour, I paid over $5,000 for that with my account. So yeah.
I spent $350 for the tour. I guess I could have done the Jack beer bribery and maybe gotten a little bit cheaper.
Well, you can always just take a trip down to Austin on your own free time and carry a couple bottles of booze into the office. But by the time
that might work.
By the time you pay for the plane ticket and you do all that, you're pretty much paid that kind of money anyway. You're going to pay that money anyway.
Oh yeah.
But
except I live in town,
a personalized tour by Richard Garriott is priceless to many fans out there. I know, and again, I feel honored because Jack and I actually got to do the final tour down at Portalarium and the old offices before the big move, and we helped with the move, all that good stuff. That's all in the history books now, before they moved to the new digs. But all sorts of great stuff out there, as well as we're going to have a great time down there. So we're looking for this to be a huge event. Huge! It's huge! Y'all got that guy on TV by you? Jack doesn't have TV, but...
Yeah, what are you talking about? Infomercials? Never heard of them.
Never heard of them. Wouldn't know anything about an infomercial.
Yeah, so right now there are 28 people that are already registered to go.
28 people
awesome.
in a little over a day, that's right. So, again, you have
10 months away.
all year to register, but I will tell you that going in, the longer you wait, the higher the price of your ticket will be. Right now, they're, I believe, $40-something. And again, as we go through the year, as we get closer, we'll tell you more about that. Of course, if you want some SodaCon swag, there's a link for that out there as well. So it's going to be a fun time. Fun.
Oh, yeah. Copper Chef.
Yeah.
But let's move right on into our next topic, which is we're going to do with the Force Connections. Maybe. So
there seems to be an exploit that is available out there that is a bannable offense. It is a forced connection exploit. And using this exploit will have your access to the game suspended, and repeat violations will result in a permanent ban. And a fix will be available in Release 38.
Yes.
And there are several questions about what is a forced
connection exploit. Well, nobody seems to know the answer to this question, and of course we haven't had a chance to do much digging on this one yet. But
this is where, before the show, we were having this discussion about
yes,
there were some exploits with old unpatched game clients being able to connect to the game server. And I think that is the forced connection exploit, is using an unpatched game client to connect to the game server. Well, and so that's forcing the connection.
Now, we know back last year, we ran into this with several exploits, and one of them was a major gold exploit. And our guild actually helped seal that deal and show them that they needed a bigger fix than what they were claiming to be doing. Which was, when they put a patch out, they would force you to patch so that this could not happen. So how do you suspect that is now happening? Do you think somebody got lazy and forgot to code that little portion back in one of the updates? Or if that was the case, how do you figure they would be doing that? I guess forcing a connection. But how does the game server accept it when it's supposed to now go, you ain't got the current client, we're not letting you in?
Well, I think what they did was they in one of those patches, they undid that authentication on the game client, saying, hey, it must match this.
Gotcha. So basically, every patch release, somebody's sitting there with an old client waiting to see if they remember that little bit of code, and if they can get in and force it. They sit there and mine forever on one of the old bugs. Is what you're thinking this is?
Yeah. One of the old nodes, and are able to exploit the game. I think that's what the forced connection exploit is, but without further clarification from the devs, that's just a theory.
Total speculation on our part. That's right.
Yes.
We are just interpreting what you would think a forced connection exploit would be. Now, of course, we do have several comments from the folks out there, and of course, Roystein goes, could someone go over what is considered a forced connection and what would be considered a consent connection? You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand, as he puts it. And of course, yes, a little clarification on what this is so that folks understand what's going on would be a little bit more helpful there. But of course, the silver-tongued devil...
is, I didn't see anything about a consent connection, so I don't know where he got that.
Well, again, if you're forcing a connection, if the connection's forced, then your other connection must be a consented connection, right? I mean, he's speculating there as well.
He's just playing around with it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
But of course, the cry for more information is valid. People would like to know exactly what the jargon means, and of course, we'll do our best to find that out.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that Star does respond to this shortly. I mean, because this did actually come up this morning, so this is new news as of today. Although
very hot news.
I did see Star playing around over the holidays.
Well, welcome, Julian. Thank you for joining us. Julian will now be the proud owner of a new T-shirt here shortly.
Yes, he loves this ship.
That's right. He loves this funky ship. That's right. And he'll be able to show the world. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail later on as well. All sorts of great stuff out here. You know, it's just I love this shit, man. 2017 starting off with a really grand bang.
Hey, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, but my logo is pretty damn sweet now.
Hey, well, you know, yes, as I was just gonna say, we've got a new logo in place that we're transitioning
lots of new logos.
All sorts of facelifts all over the place. The marketplace has got a facelift, I saw. We've got a new logo up here, which you'll see in the mix on my screen. Jack will have it up on his screen as well. I don't know if you're rotating yours between the old and new one.
No,
I'm sort of trying to phase phase them in gently, you know.
Yeah, who cares about them gently? Here it is.
Screw you, here it is. We're jamming it down your throat, and you don't like it too freaking bad. That's right.
Which means that I will probably be updating my overlay as well, just that way it has a little bit more information on it.
I don't know why. Well, never mind. I know why, but...
Well, what I'll probably do is I might even put on my overlay Lazarus and Jack.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to make we'll have to make it on your screen. It says Jack and Lazarus, and on my screen it says Lazarus and Jack the way we're sitting, so that we'll talk about that later.
It'll be Lazarus and Jack on mine as well.
But moving right along to the very, very, very hot topic, and I'm sure that we're going to hear a lot from the, thank you very much, Grimy Trader.
Well, this is going to be a fun discussion because it's already reached page 2.
Oh, I'm sure.
And this is another post that just came out this morning. So, you ready for it?
This came out at about 9 o'clock this morning, about 10 to 9 this morning. But absolutely, let's bring this one up. I'm going to let you read this one. I'm going to let you intro it because I'm sure, I'm going to be soapboxing here.
No macros or botting allowed of any kind. Going forward, we are not going to allow any macros or botting of any kind. This includes attended player sitting at a computer and unattended player not sitting at a computer. Any violation of this policy will result in a suspension of access to the game. Repeat violations will result in a permanent ban. Previously, we had stated a toleration for attended players sitting at the computer macros, but this has begun to be abused too much for us to tolerate going forward. Policy change.
So. Well. Now let's analyze this. First, did they not know that people were abusing this from the get-go? Okay. Did they not promote the living daylights out of this Razer keyboard and this Razer mouse with all these buttons so that you can macro on it? Did they not promote all that, or am I forgetting about this? I mean, that's first and foremost.
Yeah.
Did they promote two pieces of hardware that allowed you to do this with full force, and now they're going to tell you that these promotional items that they've pushed are now totally worthless, and the only thing you're going to get out of the use of this in their game is pretty lights on your keyboard? Is that what I'm being told? I believe that's what. Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that what happened over the holidays is you had a bunch of people that were connected for 36, 40, 100 hours straight.
Well, then,
Yeah,
but we know anybody who connects over 24 hours, that should be the flag. You boot their ass,
Well, pretty much anybody that's connected over 18 hours.
I was going to say, because we play on average, 12 to 18 hours a day sometimes. So.
Yeah, and 16 hours is pretty normal.
Pretty average for us.
People, we know that.
Yeah.
We know way too many people that do.
Yeah, we do.
But like when you see someone that's connected all the time and they're never varying anything, then yeah, that's a huge trigger that there is some modding going on or macroing.
So
but
now,
yes, we do have the problem of they have endorsed Razer products.
Now, yeah, I mean, I got too much to say because there's times where I've, again, because of the tolerance, used it to do some very tedious things. But there's other times where I'm doing something and I'll be at a crafting table, but I'll do 20 items, and I'll do 20 more items, and then I'll get distracted and I'll walk away. And my guy's standing there at the crafting table and he'll stand there for a half hour doing nothing. How do we know somebody's macroing or not macroing at that point?
Lucky guesses. Well, that, and if you're actually standing at a crafting table, we should go do that right now. Let's go stand at a crafting table.
Yeah. Let's go take a look at that.
Our favorite crafting table, because we need to discuss how that actually impacts what's on the screen.
So, which one do you want to go to? You want to go to the?
Well, which ones are our favorites?
Well,
wood
these
scrap.
two right here.
Making wood scrap or turning around and doing the alchemy stuff.
Let me go get some a little bit of wood scrap, because just so we have a little something for a demo here.
Yeah, I'm not going to go get a bunch of wood pulp out of my chest, but I could.
I want to take.
I love Laz and Jack's live demonstrations.
Yeah, I'm just going to take about 100 of these out and.
Completely not planned at all.
Yeah, totally unscripted. Hey, come on.
Unscripted, unprepared, and what else?
But now I've seen people like this, and again, if you look, I guess I'm going to have to show Jack up there, because when I do it, you're going to, of course, just see me go to the table here.
Yeah.
Now, of course, on Jack's screen, and I'll do it. Let me get back in here for a second, and then you'll just see this, and your character sits right there in the middle of the screen, and all he does is sits there, and he goes through motions. So, if somebody walks up on my character right now, they can't tell whether I'm actually macroing or whether I'm just sitting there AFK, because you don't know.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I'm sure they have some way down at the offices to figure out whether, somebody is actually clicking or not. But I just don't, If I do this and sit there and craft 20 of these or 22 of these, and now it's
especially if you turn off the chat box, because if you have the chat box on there, you end up with way too much like crafting message spam.
Yes.
And so
that's all you get
you're
is
crafting 20 at a time. That's all you see is going to be craft, and it's one where it's very easy for someone actually saying something to you to get lost.
Well, yeah. First off, you're really not in any position to have a conversation when you're in this mode. So I can understand where some people are saying, but let's get back to the basics, okay? I understand, but I'm trying to figure out what their criteria for a macro is. If I have a macro on my keyboard here that says, "Hi everybody," so every time I see somebody I can say hello, is that considered a bannable offense? Because according to the flat out no macroing, this now is a bannable offense, which I have macros for that. I actually do have macros for shit like that. So now I need to know the clarification. If I trigger a macro that says hello when somebody walks by, are you going to ban me for that? Because I think that's a little bit too far. Second off, you promoted the living daylights out of this keyboard and mouses, which I use that for. So when I press a specific button, my character says something. And I understand I'm going out of the bounds here, but I'm not. You're telling me it's a macro. I don't care whether the macro is a talk macro or a mining macro. It's a macro. So a macro is a macro, in my opinion, right?
Well, this is one where to think that they were going to allow that anyways really does become a questionable policy in the first place. And eventually, they're going to have to change it. But they're going to have to be very, very specific about what is going to be a bannable offense, what is not going to be a bannable offense. And I did something really silly. I left my monitor capture up for that entire demonstration.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to
live
the best
TV.
of us.
Shit happens.
Now, another good one, and I gotta do this one. I mean, this one is so, and this is probably the most easily exploitable one, is you come up to your well. I mean, literally, all somebody's got to do is put their mouse over this and hit E, okay, and once you've got your finger sitting down here, I mean, all I got to do is sit there. How do you know whether that's a macro or whether that's just me hitting E every time I get a success?
That or
I mean, I just
unfortunately I can't use your well. I have to go use my own well.
Yes.
Can I use my
because
I can't reach my fountain yet. My ice fountain doesn't work.
I mean, I know there's people who are macroing this because I've seen buckets of water for sale, but the funny thing is I've seen buckets of water for sale at public vendors, and I'm going, do you guys realize that nobody wants to carry the water from a public vendor all the way to their house? That's why water isn't. Yeah.
The funny thing about this one is, you remember back in the UO days with the earliest version of the macro, which is I'm going to get something and just hold down a button.
I'm sorry, run that by me again.
The old version of the UO macro, which is the stack of pennies on a character.
Oh, just on your key, yeah. Is
where you pretty much jam the key down.
It was basically either a screwdriver or a Bic pen cap for me. I would just take a little point of the Bic pen cap to stick it down there and hold the key in place.
Essentially, what you're doing is you're filling up that buffer with the E letter. Although
right, but that's holding down the key.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, the no macros or botting allowed. That needs to be clarified as to what is going to be considered a macro, what is going to be considered
what is the criteria,
and what is going to be because me actually having a cut and paste something for a script, because remember there's actually a chat bot.
There's a chat bot as well, which would be considered, And I mean, how are you going to discriminate? I mean, it's a little bit broad, and I understand, and we know, but the catch is, and we've been here once before, we've been here twice before, we'll probably be here several more times, which is basically you guys come out and you make these broad brushing strokes with these statements that just blatantly go, you can't do this no more, and then just turn around and walk away. And you know what? People go, well, you know what? We can't support you no more, and they blatantly turn around and stop giving you money as well. So
maybe instead of defining what is a macro, maybe they should define what is allowable to use a macro to do.
Now again,
what is permissible
because
behavior, what is bannable behavior.
Due to their promotions, I went out and I spent the money on the keyboard, and this is almost $150 fucking keyboard, for crying out loud. And the mouse was a $75 mouse. Okay, so I spent almost $300 on a combination of hardware to play this game that I would not otherwise needed, because it allowed me to do things like this because they promoted it. Okay. Now I could have stuck with
there's a difference between using a macro to exploit XP and using a macro to, say, harvest water.
But not according to that statement. You know, according to that statement, me saying hello with a macro is a bannable offense. And I say bullshit.
Bucket of water only takes 7 minutes to harvest, or 7 seconds to harvest, plus clicking E, so about 10 seconds per bucket.
Yeah. It's 300 buckets per hour has already been figured out if you do it right. And it can be done manually just by sitting there and tapping the freaking E key all day long. You know, I know people who sit there and watch TV, and that's all they do is just sit there and tap the E key. Yeah.
Multitask.
Hey, well, you know.
Yep.
But again, it's I've got a keyboard here that'll do that for me all day long because they sold it to me. They promoted it to me. You know, so I mean, yeah, I can stand on that and say, listen, you know, I had $1.99, you know, thrift store keyboard before this, and you guys promoted this wonderful keyboard. I bought, you know, I took the bait, I bit the hook because this keyboard was supposed to do all these wonderful things for me, and now you're just telling me I've just wasted $300. Yeah, I don't know.
Surprise!
Yeah, surprise!
Can be banned, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And of course, you no longer see the Razer promotion on the website anymore. There's no more promotion that I can find anywhere that says, hey, you know, get this great Razer keyboard with us. You know. But commentary. Do we want to go into commentary on this one, or we got any other thoughts or comments from the guys here in the room or on chat right now? We want to hear your thoughts, of course. And with that being said, don't forget, NBNN is the only show on the air 5 days a week that invites you, the viewer, to come join us and tell us what you think. If you want to tell us what you think, what's going on in your world, or you want to come join in a conversation, go over to Twitch chat and join us at Twitch TV/NBNN News. Come on into Discord, use the NBNN.info website. Come on in using the Discord app there. Or if you already have the Discord app, discord.me/NBNN. We'll bring you right on into the green room. Why? Because we're too damn lazy to move to the live on the air room.
Oh, was that?
That was your cue. You blew it. That's right. You blew it.
You're supposed to use the gentle reminder. Cue.
Yeah, well.
Cue.
Line.
I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at other tabs.
Yeah, I know. I can see that these days, which is even more fun.
Jack is busy macroing.
Yeah, I know. It's, the great thing is that I love the fact that I can now see him on screen. So it's like, you know, I know when he's drifting and I know when he's paying attention, which is hardly ever paying attention, but that's another story.
Because, you know what? I completely forgot to change the date on YouTube.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me either. Is we were just getting ready to go live.
It's also because it hasn't logged in yet.
And the date on my screen still read Sunday, some day from last time we streamed, or else I did something else. But moving right along is that's what's coming out of Portalarium right now. And these guys have been on holidays, so of course Friday's newsletter was non-existent except for a nice Happy New Year. And glad to see them actually taking the downtime this season. Last year at this time, they were out, you know, I mean, we were getting updates. They were in the offices, giving us sporadic updates for the holidays. But last year's...
They did actually have a patch, a server-side patch, Christmas Day. So someone did something on Christmas Day.
I did not catch that.
Yeah, well, it was a server side.
Yeah, as I'm saying, I was
closing. So yeah,
I was not here.
You weren't around. Yeah, you weren't here, but I was.
So what is
anybody's Christmas stockings spawn anything?
No, Christmas stockings don't spawn anything. Why? What makes you think that?
I don't have one, so. But there were Christmas notes left for us, or holiday notes left for us inside of a public cash chest.
Well, these are actually events that are coming up that we want to talk about. And speaking of events, we were at... I went through a couple of events over this last week, especially Lace had this nice little giveaway. It was yesterday, the day before. It was the day before. And she had a stocking stocking stuffer giveaway where they had stockings hanging from, I believe it was a table. And you got to pick your stocking, and it was sort of like the white elephant. If you got the coal in the stocking, you could steal somebody else's present. And I walked away with a couple nice pieces of shiny armor, thanks to Lace over there at Diamond Fields. She always puts on really great events. And, of course, the putt-putt golf course is coming along. She's working on that. For those of you guys who don't know about Shroud of the Avatar Golf.
Lace was really instrumental in pushing that MMO voting. She was on there every hour on the hour.
Absolutely. Thank you for that one, Thex. Absolutely. Is a big shout out to her for that. She was getting on Noble's chat, and she was firing that off everywhere in game, reminding everybody to go vote to help us for that win. And a big shout out on that front as well. Thank you for that reminder. But great stuff. Of course, don't forget Lace's videos out there. You can find links to those help videos out on the NBNN.info website. Just check into the archives and the other news, and you'll find all that stuff listed right there. Matter of fact, let's see if we can't show that to you today, because the calendar is temporarily stepped out, so we'll show you something a little bit different.
Wait. I still have the calendar.
Yeah, well...
So I shouldn't refresh it?
No, you shouldn't refresh it. If you can actually scroll today's calendar stuff, by all means, please do so.
Yes, I still have today's calendar. So.
Anyway, back to where we were is if you go to the NBNN.info website and click on the links tab, you'll be able to see all the Shroud of the Avatar Discords, YouTube's the help videos, Laz and Jack's videos, of course, mine and Jack's Portalarium videos. We also have links to Grumpy Old Gamer there for Grumpy Old Gamer's game reviews. You want to check out the archives out in NBNN, all pictures from past events I've got out here, all sorts of fun stuff. And, of course, we'll tell you more about that again here coming up in just a minute. And then, of course... what would we be without the new NBNN store, where you can now get your NBNN hats and shirts available?
I love this funky ship.
And yes, right now the I Love This Ship t-shirt with the WRFB radio logo is available in men's, women's, and long sleeve. We'll have more stuff out there. And for those of you folks who are up on the inside joke, I love this funky ship. I'll let you think about that one for a minute. But most people know about it. And then, of course, we've got... I love this fucking shit, I tell you. Then, of course, we've got the NBNN and Radio Free Britannia hats now available. One size fits all out there on the website as well. And I don't know, we're gonna see some Shroud Marketplace stuff coming up there. Is the Marketplace gonna put some stuff up? I heard some rumor that they may start selling merch as well soon.
Well, there is some merch already on Shroud Marketplace.
For Shroud Marketplace?
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, for Shroud Marketplace, I don't know if Shroud Marketplace will actually have Shroud Marketplace merch.
I thought I heard a rumor about that.
Well, maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Don't know.
But I do love how the fact that the clothing hats.
Oh yes, I am selling the NBNN hat on the Shroud Marketplace as well. So that's where I thought I might be. We might be hearing from them chiming in about getting some of their stuff on logos on merchandise, but we'll find out about that later. Yeah. But yes, you can find that under the clothing.
It might happen. Yeah.
If you go,
which is really funny because it's under the game clothing.
Hey, come on! I just used the. Now I've got to get back there. Hold on.
I love that. Yeah, it's supposed to go under hearth, or actually wardrobe. But you put it under game clothing.
I don't know. Let's see. Where are the?
It's all good. The hat's under just clothing in general, but it doesn't matter.
Let's get out there. The
bumper sticker is print goods, I think. Yeah. I think it's friggin' hilarious.
Yeah, clothing. See, there's hats. See, I put it on the clothing hats.
No, you just put it under clothing.
Oh, I didn't even put it on the hats. There's a hats logo. There's a hats there. Yeah. So if you're wondering why you see an NBNN hat with the benefactor's cloak, you now know why, because Laz is an idiot.
Baron's cloak. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You can add it to more than one category, just because.
Ooh, I didn't know the Shroud Marketplace offered that.
Exactly. It does allow multiple categories.
Alrighty. Hang on a second. I want to check one more thing here real quick.
They should make an NBNN hat for in-game.
Yeah, well, you know, we've tried that.
Then they would have to do the Avatars Radio and the Radio Free Britannia, and then it becomes something where
everybody wants their own personalized hat. Yeah.
And yeah.
So let me see. Nope. Calendar's not going to do it for me.
Okay, so I get to do the calendar.
So you get to do the calendar, but you know what I can do? Hold on. This is what I can do.
You can, or I can actually just share my screen with you.
I don't know if that'll. I don't know if I have a window set for that yet, but I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, if you do it that way, then you actually have the 30-second delay.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. They can see it, and they'll have the 30-second delay anyway.
Okay. Well, let me know when you've got my stream up there.
I'm working on it.
I've got the calendar up there, so that way you'll be able to make sure that you get it. And I also have the new NBNN logo up there in the top right-hand corner.
The new NBNN logo in the top-hand corner. Okay, so
the new.
There we go. Logo. Thanks to the wonders of modern technology.
You are stealing my stream.
I can put the calendar up via Jack's stream. Thank you very much. So without further ado,
we do have the calendar, and today is Monday, January 2nd. Don't forget, the year is now 2017.
Hey, stop that.
That's going to takes as long as I don't have to write a check, I'll be fine. So today at noon, 3, 6, 9, and 12, around the clock, there are two idiots that don't know what the hell they're doing as they misinterpret the news and don't know how to read things on the screen on a show called Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Pirated streams.
Hey.
That's right. And that stream is on WRFB.
WRFB, Radio Free Britannia.
That is Radio Free Britannia, which is WRFB.rocks or your in-game ether vibration device. That's Radio Free Britannia. Today at 6 o'clock p.m. on Avatars Radio, you do need to tune in to Grumpy Old Gamer as he's taking the alternative route. At 8 o'clock on Avatars Radio, we do have Monday Nights with DJ Kylie.
Kylie.
Need to remove one of those L's so that way we can call him Kylie Minogue. He's a staple of the 80s, 90s, and forever. At 9 p.m., the Order of Vengeance Guild does invite anybody and everybody to go out to the town of Vengeance, find the OOV Guild Hall, and kill everyone between 9 and 9:30. Don't forget, the Order of Vengeance Guild really does invite anybody to go out there and kill them. It's crazy. That's why it's on the public calendar.
That's right.
It is a PvP guild. Anti-PK. Yay. And that's our community calendar for this Monday, January 2nd in Shroud
of the Avatar.
As long as it's not avatared, we'll be fine.
That's right.
Said Grimy is broken.
Yeah, that grimy trader man is trying to give him a break, but he went and got himself another gig. I tell you what, can't trust that guy.
He definitely got himself a new gig.
His grimy trader went ahead and opened an auction house, believe it or not. That's one of our next topics up for talking about. We got all sorts of great stuff happening out there in the world. Let's make sure we have everything else we need up here where we need it.
Although, what's the website?
But you know what I did not do, and I'm going to throw that in here real quick. I know we worked on it all last night just to make sure we had it, and I didn't put it there, so just give me a second.
You don't have it?
No, I have that. I don't have the first one, our lead in. So just give me 1 second. I am putting the lead in. That's right. You better believe it.
Yeah.
It don't take too long. Unless, of course, I'm looking in the wrong directory.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
I am putting the logo up on the screen so that people
so you're
can
having
see
problems clicking the button that says sponsors?
No, I'm having problems pushing a button that says SodaCon 2017 because I never added it.
Oh.
Oh, you know, did you add that button?
SodaCon.
Huh?
Yeah, I did.
Well, then you know that the part of the exit now is going to be SodaCon, letting people know when we go before the sponsors, we're putting SodaCon up there. Didn't we discuss that?
Well, we also didn't intend to discuss SodaCon before.
Well, that's fine. I said we were going to do it both at the beginning and at the end. Did I not? Okay. You can go back and listen to it. You can go back and listen to the tape.
You know I don't do that.
But that's right. SodaCon. Tickets went on sale midnight January 1st. There's 28 people already signed up. And, of course, we are proud sponsors of SodaCon Austin 2017 here at NBNN. So, of course, stay tuned to NBNN for more information on SodaCon as it comes up. We will be bringing you all the deadlines. We'll be bringing you all the updates of how many people are going, all the updates on whether cloaks are going to be sold out or not, and all that great stuff as we go through our way into the year. I didn't have any words for that, as you can
see. Yeah, you weren't prepared.
Yeah, well, ain't got no spiel for that. It's the beginning of the year. We haven't got a spiel for this one yet.
Geeks is going to be there. I mean, that's all that matters.
Geeks is going to be there.
Geeks for our garage.
And
we demonstrate all of the units.
Richard and Darkstar are going to be there. That much we know. And, of course, there's going to be a whole bunch of other attendees. It's going to be a real fun time.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys haven't been to any of these events, they are absolutely the most fantastic events to go to. Any of the gatherings where you can get to meet some other soda fans, always a fun time because our community is freaking awesome. I've been to just about every single one of these events with the exception of one since I've gotten here, and I tell you what, everyone has been a blast.
I just realized that I might be the only person that has every single one.
Has been to every single one, that's right.
Well, I didn't go to SodaCon East, so I did not go to.
But you did get the cloak. You did get the cloak. That's right.
And I also have the UDIC cloak. I have the EVL cloak. I have the BMC cloak, and so
you bastard.
Yeah, I know. It's all good.
It's not all good.
It's all good.
It sometimes makes me wish I lived over in Austin so I could attend all those other events that go on there. How did I lose you?
Hey, I'm going to receive the Austin holiday party cloak too.
What did I just do?
Because I'll be there while you take over the robot.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what you did.
I minimized something and you went away.
Where are you going to go to next?
Where am I going to go to next? Now we're going to move on to the sponsors. That's right. move on to our sponsors, because you guys know that without our sponsors, they help keep us on the air. And of course, I really don't like this new version. It doesn't start where it's supposed to freaking start.
Mine did.
Yeah. What did you do? Sit there and time it?
Nope.
I'm wondering if I even put them in the right order.
I'm on the. Do I have to restart this thing? Just
yeah, you don't have to, because I don't think yours are ever in sync.
Otherwise, I was already on the third one.
Yeah, I don't think yours are ever in sync with the whole spiel. I mean, I could mix up the spiel just as well if we wanted to.
Well, you do that anyway.
I know, because WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, is while not a real official sponsor, we got to just shout out thank you. And of course, you can listen to us there several times a day. And of course, don't forget the regular programming on WRFB. We've got to thank our newest sponsor out there, the Grimy Traders Auction House. If you're getting tired of all that stuff on the forums, you're getting tired of seeing PM me, and you want to get in some real action and see if you can get some real auction stuff going, go check out GrimyTraders.com. Of course, our good friends over at the Auchenshire and Markham Farms, for all your wholesale cotton, reagent, vegetables, ale, and more, located in Central Brittany, just south of Central Brittany in Dawn's Keep. And of course, don't forget their store on the Shroud Marketplace. ShroudMarketplace.com. Our good friends over at the BMC Guild. BMC wants you to come down the Market Road and check out all the stores they got there for all your shopping needs. If you want materials for all the goods that you're going to be crafting and you need tons of it, all at stable prices, go check out Market Road down at Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region right off of Exeter. Our good friend Jacob White over at SodaMap.com. Soda Map is truth, so says Lord British. And of course, now introducing Soda Navigator. Jacob, I got to talk to you about Navigator, buddy. There's a bug in the new one. But Soda Navigator and SodaMap.com are your best resources for getting around. Our good friend Ben over at RelicsByRill.com. Relics by Rill for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you need t-shirts like this t-shirt, you need hats not like this hat, you need patches like this patch, go to RelicsByRill.com. Use the promo code NBNN and get 10% off your purchases on checkout. And of course, last but not least, our good friends over at the ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable goods. Jack, take it away.
What are you talking about? Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell.
With that hot new icy flaming logo.
I know. That anything Shroud of the Avatar related, and that includes the extra special NBNN hat, which is available.
Which is in the clothing line. Yes. That's right.
Yes, it's in the clothing line. If you are looking for anything game related, from accounts all the way through services, you can find them all on Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And if you are interested in becoming a vendor on Shroud Marketplace, you just need to register an account and then click on the button that says Vendor Registration on the left-hand side and choose one of those options for listing. Remember, the free account, it is free to list all of the items that you are putting up on the marketplace, and we do have some new featured vendors. So if you're looking for
new
anything
vendors over the holidays, new vendors signed up. Nice to hear.
Yeah, Shroud said anything you want.
That's right. So Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related, and that means it's time for us to actually thank the most important people around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you mean we couldn't do this show without you guys watching out on Twitch or YouTube or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We love you guys, and we could not do this stuff without you.
Discord.
How much they? That's right. And especially thanks to you guys that hang out with us in Discord. You guys make the show a little bit more interesting.
It makes it a little bit more lively. Of course, Spiff, when he can make it. Of course, all our bards, when they can make it, help liven up the show. We never know who's going to be that guy playing the music any given day or what's going on, which just makes it even more so fun. But of course, don't forget, we are the only show on the air inviting you to come join us every day we're on the air. Come in, talk to us, say hello, tell us you love us, tell us you hate us, tell us what's going on in your life, comment on past shows, whatever you got. We'd like to hear from you. Of course, we are here in the Discord chat most of the day throughout the day, so if you guys want to come on in and chat, say hello, ask questions, feel free. As well, if you find us in game and you need a little helping hand, don't hesitate to reach on out and send a whisper to Jack or myself, and we'll be our charming selves and try and help you the best we can while we're out there. That is, if we're not macroing and taking advantage of the system.
I don't know
while we're out there doing that. I wouldn't know that. The chaotics of New Britannia would not do anything like that, would they?
I mean, I'm sorry to say, but someone's got to do something, like harvest all that water.
Yeah, somebody's got to harvest that water. And of course, I'm noticing the notes on the ground, which I forgot, but we'll cover those tomorrow. That is the Seamus McGuinness's Royal Rumble and the Gus Ball tournament coming up January 21st. So we'll give you more information about that tomorrow here on NBNN. But meanwhile, we got to get out of here for today. We'll be back with more. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings. And of course, we'll be bringing you the latest here in the new year as we get it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And we will see you all tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yay for show 2017. I love this shit. We didn't blow anything up. I can't believe it. Best show ever.
Best show of the year so far. Absolutely best show of the year so far.
Best show of the year.
How's that keyboard working, Laz?
Don't get me started.